Hello everyone, this is Shahid Reis from SCAI 2025 in Washington DC. I'm really privileged to be with Dr. Jun Li to talk about multiple initiatives that she's been part of and as an early career interventional cardiologist. Dr. Li, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, congratulations for your late breaker. I mean, this is a great achievement at a young age in your career, at young age by age. So walk us through the main findings, the idea and the main finding of the trial.
So this was a trial called Aventis Thrombectomy system. So it was a trial looking at this specific device that we've enhanced upon current technology for large bore thrombectomy for pulmonary embolism patients. We designed the catheter with very specific requests in mind, if you will. Number one was really to minimize the amount of catheter exchanges in and out of the patient's body as we're doing the pulmonary embolism thrombectomy. These patients tend to be very sick, and sometimes there isn't just a lot of time for us to go in back and forth. And then secondly, we wanted to optimize the efficiency of the blood filtering system. So there's an inline filtering system where the blood actually is ejected into a syringe and then injected back into the patient. So streamlines that workflow and hence improving the efficiency of the procedure. The primary efficacy endpoint was met, significantly reduced RV to LV ratio at 48 hours based on CT scan compared to baseline. And then we also met our primary safety outcome, which was no major adverse events related to the device at 48 hours.
Great. Yeah. What's the French size of the device?
It's a 24 French system.
Okay. So like not too big, similar to a commercially available
That's
studies.
correct.
Yeah. Haven't any previous study done on a small scale for this device specifically?
No. Interestingly enough, this was the very first IDE trial and also the first in human. At the same time.
That's great.
So we did not have to do any feasibility study. We didn't do any outside of US studies. And that really speaks to the intuitive design of the catheter itself, because there were 49 unique users enrolling in the clinical trial. And despite none of us having had prior experience with this device, we only enrolled 10 roll-in subjects. So we allow sites to have up to 2 roll-in subjects to maximum of 50 for the whole trial. These roll-in subjects were considered to be separate than the intention to treat cohort.
Yeah.
So although we gave the option for all of our investigators to have roll-in subjects per site, up to 2, we actually ended up only enrolling 10 roll-in subjects for the whole trial.
Yeah.
That speaks to the volumes, to
Absolutely.
the intuitivity of the intuitiveness of the catheter design.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations for these findings. They're very promising. So on tagging on this topic is the peripheral vascular disease, and you are part of the Peripheral Vascular Disease Council. So tell us about your experience and what initiative you have part of the committee.
Thank you for that question. So the Vascular Disease Council, it's a group of about 20 of us. We meet on a quarterly basis, so it's essentially once a quarter, to discuss hot topics that are within the peripheral realm. More recently, things that have really kind of been our priority list are streamlining carotid interventions. How can we teach our interventional cardiologists to do carotid stenting? As you may know, about a year and a half ago, the payment for carotid stenting, the reimbursement actually changed such that it's now reimbursed by Medicare and Medicaid. So because of the change in the landscape, we want to train more interventional cardiologists to be ready to take on that task.
Yeah.
So we are actually in the process of creating a guidelines, if you will, a teaching guidelines to help people understand what is carotid stenting, when is it needed, what are the indications, et cetera, et cetera. Furthermore, we're also updating our peripheral artery disease AUC, the appropriate use criteria, which I anticipate will be coming out in the next year.
That's great. You mentioned offline something VDC. Vascular Disease Council. So is this something the AUCs can publish from this council or committee, or this is completely different initiative?
So many of us within the VDC, the Vascular Disease Council, also serve on the AUC writing committee.
Got it.
So within the VDC, the Vascular Disease Council itself, we discuss hot topics that are of interest to endovascular.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. And then we take the feedback from the group and we implement it.
Perfect. So there's an idea for people watching us to be involved, how to get involved in SCAI and stuff like that. Also, congratulations for being selected for the ELM program.
Thank you.
So maybe I think you are starting just now, or right in the
That's
beginning?
correct. Our class started officially last year.
Last year, yeah.
It's a 2-year class.
Term, yeah.
So it's actually a very exciting time for early career interventional cardiologists, meaning that you're actually paired with another interventional cardiologist, 2 of them actually, that have years of experience on us, right? Going through the same changes, the metamorphosis, if you will, into leaders. And these are other interventional cardiologists around the country who may be leading a cardiovascular center in their own institution. And understanding what are the nuances of building that leadership skill set. So that the ELM network has been very instrumental for that.
And just for the audience, it's a collaboration between SCAI, TCT, and ACC together. We'll create a platform for education for the people selected. Yeah, and this is a 2-year program, I think initiated by our coming president, Harry Nadu. I think 2011 was the first class, and the enrollment opened every 2 years.
Yeah.
So congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, again, very long interview, but very fruitful. A lot of information, clinical advocacy, as well as kind of initiative, and how to get involved and how to learn from Dr. Li, where she is now in her career based on her involvement. So the more you give to SCAI, the SCAI push you further.
Thank you.
Dr. Li, thanks for being with us. Watch these videos and others on YouTube channel, SCAI-TV. This is Shad Race coming to you from SCAI Scientific Sessions 2025 in Washington, D.C.